obviously, romance blossoms between the two of them. Oh lord, this is the second time I'm filming this. Hey guys, it's Alex on the block, and today I'll be talking about 5 romance books, well, technically 7, that have made me very happy. So if you're new here, hello, I'm Alex and I make videos about books, lifestyle, productivity, journaling, anything really. Please let me know the romance books that you have really loved and just comment them down below so I can see them and I can check them out. So yeah. So the first book in this list is a book that I just recently finished, and it is You Deserve Each Other. And this was just so funny and so sweet. Basically, You Deserve Each Other is about this engaged couple who falls out of love with each other. They kind of engage in these sabotages and pranks so that the other one would back out of the wedding. And this book was just super duper funny. They are both so petty and just so freaking absurd. I laughed out loud a lot of times while reading this book. So anyway, as they do these pranks and sabotages, they rediscover their identities and they rediscover each other, and it was just super duper funny and sweet. The next is the Brown Sisters trilogy, and I feel like I've talked about this book so many times now. And essentially, this book is what made me dabble into the area of romance books, and it was just super good. So the first one is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and it's about the oldest sister, Chloe Brown, and she is chronically ill and she doesn't really take risks in her life, and so she makes this list of things that she wants to do, example like camping, riding a motorcycle, stuff like that. Essentially, she has this bucket list, and then she meets Red, who is like a handyman or like the landlord figure in her apartment building. And so she makes him help her tick off each of the things that she put in her bucket list. It was just super fun as well and super sweet, and yes, what else can I say about it? The second book of the trilogy is Take a Hint, Dani Brown, and it's about Dani Brown, the middle child, and she's a PhD student. And then something happens, like there's a fire drill in their university, I think, and then Zaf, who is the security guard, rescues her and takes her in his arms, and then they become trending because of that picture. And yeah, they basically engage in a ruse where they're fake dating, but then Dani is not a romantic at all, while Zaf is a hopeless romantic, like he reads romance books. The story revolves around their fake dating and the things that happen. The last book came out this year, and it's Act Your Age, Eve Brown, and it's about the youngest sister, Eve, and she is a hot mess. Like, her life doesn't have any direction at all, and so her parents tell her to get a job and stay in that job for a certain period of time. And so she sees an ad for a chef in this inn, and she applies, and the owner is Jacob, and he's like the opposite of her. He's organized, he's super strict, things happen, it's super funny. Like, for me, this is the funniest of the series, and it's probably my favorite. The third book in this series is I Love You So Muchy, and it's about this girl, Kimmy, and she's into fashion, but her mother doesn't really believe that's like a wise career choice, and so they kind of have this conflict between each other. And then one day, an invitation from her estranged grandparents in Kyoto, Japan arrives, and basically they're inviting her to spend spring break in Kyoto, and so she goes to Kyoto, and there she meets Akira, and he is an aspiring med student, and his family owns a mochi shop, And so sometimes he dresses up as like a mochi mascot, and it's just so cute. And basically the book is about Kimmy finding her passion and just like them touring Kyoto, and it was just such a great time reading this book. Like, it's super sweet, it's super wholesome. It's like you're in Kyoto, and of course we're just at home, we can't really travel, so reading this book really takes you places if you're looking for a safer way of traveling. Definitely check out this book because there's a lot of Kyoto sightseeing scenes here, and it was just such a freaking fun book to read. Like, that's one of my favorite parts of the book, like them just touring the area, and it was just so sweet. And I can't I can't freaking recommend this book enough. The next is the Heartstopper series. So this is a graphic novel series about Nick and Charlie. And Charlie is like an openly gay teen. I always get their names mixed, but I think it's Charlie. Like, Charlie is openly gay in this all boys school, and then Nick is a soft-hearted rugby player, and it's just so cute. Like, they become friends, and obviously romance blossoms between the two of them, and it's just so cute. Like, it's binge worthy. I read these 3 volumes in one day, I think, because it's just so cute, and the illustrations are what make it even more wholesome and sweet. And so yeah, definitely check this graphic novel series out if you still haven't, because I know that a lot of people have read this already and a lot of people have recommended it. Yeah. And then the last book in this list is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I know that this book is like known more for being historical fiction, but of course it's also romance. It's like literally Seven Husbands romance. Yes. So essentially this book is about a reporter who is writing a biography of this Hollywood like starlet. But yeah, she's super popular. She's like a legend. So Evelyn Hugo was an actress from the 50s to the 80s, and now she's like old, and she wants to finally tell her story to the world. Why she had 7 husbands, why these scandals have erupted, and basically just tell her life story, and it was so freaking good. Like, you don't know where Evelyn's life would go, and it was really fun, and of course it's heartbreaking, it's sad, but there are some happy moments, and it just takes you to into her life as an actress. So her 7 husbands and her career and her friends and stuff like that. It was just so good. I know that a lot of people recommend this as well, and it's valid because this is one of the best books that I've read. Yes. So those are some romance books that gave me a lot of happiness and serotonin, and I hope that if you pick up these books, you will become happy as well. Because sometimes we just need a little romance in our lives. So anyway, again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.